Hey, Grace Church, Michael Campbell here, family pastor. Wanted to go over this Sunday's lesson, how it applies to the children, how it applies to us. And so this week we are going into Luke chapter 4. We're going to continue that story where the people went from rejecting Jesus to being a people that were actually amazed by what he was doing. And so take this lesson, be proactive in how we intentionally disciple our kids. But maybe you've heard of the song or maybe the lyrics like, I stand amazed in the presence of Jesus, the Nazarene, and wonder how he could love me, a sinner condemned unclean, right? So those words were from Charles Hutchison, like Gabriel's classic hymn, like My Savior's Love. And it's been sung and treasured for, honestly, like more than a century. And when Gabriel first released that song in 1905, the hymn book, like it served as a reminder to the church of the deep love of God, his work through Christ, his presence in all circumstances, and their cause for celebration and amazement. In all of the rich truths of the 5 stanzas of that great hymn, like the first line may be the most striking, like I stand amazed in the presence of Jesus the Nazarene. Why? Because it reminds us of the unfathomable reality that we are able to stand in the presence of God by no other means than God's gracious work through Jesus Christ. And Paul reinforced that idea in Acts chapter 17, and he addresses the, Mars Hill, for in him we live and move and have our being. And even as some of you have said, like, for we are also his offspring. Acts chapter 17, 28, something like that. But God causes amazement. But like, what does he cause? Like, what else in life causes you amazement? Like, what brings a sense of awe? Are you guilty of being captivated by like a sunset, but being indifferent to our Savior? Are you left breathless by like a miracle of new life, only to be largely unaware of the miracle of God's sustaining life? We rightly experience moments of wonder as we witness some of the incredible ways that God works in our lives. However, we often miss the everyday opportunities of amazement of the same degree. So this week, set your mind to remember that gift of God's grace, found in being able to stand in the presence of God because of the work of Christ applied to you. And take the time as a family to remember that gracious gift of God's sustaining power in your life, keeping breath in your lungs, relationships, life, our ability to function in every part of our being, right? Stand amazed in the presence of Jesus, who sustains the very life and has cast such incredible love on an undeserved sinner like you and me. So these are some great biblical truths that we're going through in Luke chapter 4 and what Jesus continues to do. But you'll notice in the rest of the thread some questions, discussion topics, memory verse, stuff like that. But till next time, God bless. Take care.